guys, Caleb here, back again with more bad fanfiction theater, and I still have guests.
Oh, help us all.
This is not for diehard Sonami fans.
Well, that's okay. I'm more of a Sonic Sally kind of person myself.
Okay.
Well, she did walk around with her, tits out the entire time.
That's true.
Oh,
she had that
Sally.
open vest.
She had an open vest.
Well, actually, in the first season of 7am, she did not have that vest. Only in the second season.
Oh, okay. She started feeling slightly modest. Just a little
Or
bit.
parents were complaining. That's a possibility.
Your character's turning our kids into weird furry people.
Maybe they're weird furry people already. What did you say? Nothing? We'll put a vest on her. Is that okay? Yeah, that's better. Alright, don't sue us.
No, it's weirder. Because if Porky Pig just ran around with nothing on, nobody would point out the fact that he has no pants.
I think Porker the pig does have a vest, and he wears one of those, packs along your shoulder, with all the different pockets to put stuff in.
Or I don't mean that bit pig.
I know which pig you're talking about, but
Oh,
there's
okay.
actually a character called Porker the pig.
Oh, okay.
I believe it's Porker the pig. I will double check because now I'm curious.
Is the Sonic thing?
In 7am, there were the backup freedom fighters.
Oh, okay.
And Sonic
They're the
has
guys who
sexy
just call
clothes.
themselves, but they just sort of stay home.
Porker Lewis, Sonic the comic.
Porker Lewis.
Okay,
Porker Lewis can't lose.
Okay, he was in Sonic the comic, which is the British comic.
What are we
Sonic.
reading? Where are you getting that? I don't even know.
I'm
Porker Lewis?
Googling it because I remember.
Oh, was there actually a pig character in Sonic?
In the comics.
Oh shit!
That's what I'm talking about. But I thought his
I don't
name
know
was
anything
Porker.
about Sonic the Hedgehog apparently.
But
What was the name of the evil pig character in God damn it, Star Fox?
Oh, he's part of Star Wolf's group.
Yeah, that. Is his name Honker or something?
It's got to be something stupid.
Like Porker.
But anyway, other Sonic fans might be able to explain that to me.
Oh, Pigma. Okay, that's
Pigma.
me. Okay. Anyway, yes. So, what are we doing?
We are reading a Sonic the Hedgehog fanfic called A Wilting Rose by All Day Cartoons and Anime, which I can get behind that.
Maybe 15-minute breaks in between shows.
Maybe.
That's why I watch Adult Swim. It's exactly long enough. It's a 15-minute show. Then you can go and do something else.
Well, I need the 15 minutes for something else.
Getting friendly with Zaffir's dong.
Mm-hmm. His big plus dong.
Did you ever finish cleaning your butt?
My butt? Yes, it is pristine.
Okay, well,
Yay.
Zafir can stick it right back up in there then.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yep, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Zaf. I know this must be getting old.
Oh, God! Oh, Mommy! Okay, there it goes.
I thought we were using lube.
Mm-mm.
I use his tears as lube.
I see. So, as far as I know, this is a story about Amy Rose. If you're not familiar with her, you probably haven't played the Sonic the Hedgehog games.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you don't know who this character is, then you don't really know Sonic that well.
Well, to be honest, when I was a little kid, all I'd ever played was the first Sonic the Hedgehog game, and then I watched the cartoon.
I always knew who Tails was, even though I only had the first Sonic game, and I never actually got to watch the SatAM show because I lived on an island and only had 2 channels.
Nah.
Life was hard. Had to actually go outside.
Yeah, so I was when I found out Amy Rose existed and was supposed to be Sonic's love interest, I kind of didn't like that because I'm like, well, where's Sally? And then they just made up all those characters for the SatAM, and I'm like, but they're awesome, and I'm like,
no, they're in the comics, the Archie comics.
well, yes, but that's based off of SatAM. They're not in the games.
I have no idea anymore. It's over now.
Yes, unfortunately, it is over both
after 30 years.
Real life and the comics based on SatAM themselves, because Penders was kind of a dick, from what I understand. But that's not right here and right now, and can be debated about between Sonic fans for all times. Because now we're going to read this by chapter. So Zeph, sorry, I forgot the order already. Whenever you want to go.
A Wilting Rose by All Day Cartoons and Anime. Amy Rose has had one of the worst days of her life. Sonic tells the truth. Tails and Rouge try to help Amy cope. Warning, this is not for the die-hard sodomy fans.
Sounds like sodomy.
Sodomy.
Hey, we just had that on our show.
Oh my god. Chapter 1. I do not hold the rights to any of these characters in this story. Also, lots of breaking the fourth wall. Oh, fuck you already, then. I love it when they do it.
Every time you say
do a Power Ranger story. Somebody give us one.
It is a good day to be alive. An eager pink hedgehog who just woke up from a long sleep.
She hibernates?
That'd be Amy, I guess, yeah.
I hope Sonic will want to go to the beach today. It's lovely outside. She picks up her phone and dials Tails' number, knowing he's always there. Tails has no social life.
Tails doesn't have a girlfriend.
At Tails' house, phone rings. Tails walks over and picks up the phone. Hello? He says. Hey, Tails, is Sonic there? Yeah, hold on a minute.
When did he become a hick?
Why is Sonic at Tails' house first thing in the morning?
Because
he's
they're
getting
best
into
friends,
the
or they're frisky.
Yeah. Tails walks
They don't
off.
call them handlebars for nothing.
And you asking me why I say, Sonic, get off the dang roof. Tails walks off and finds Sonic on his roof. He flies up to him and hands him the phone. Sonic says, who's this? Oh, it's Amy. Or,
You lost your character.
it's Amy. Tell her I'm not here. Why? You know why.
But she already knows he's there, because Tails already told her. And plus, she could probably hear it over the phone, Sonic being kind of... I mean, I know he doesn't like her, but whatever.
Tails puts the phone to his head and yells.
Yells?
He puts the phone to his head and yells, Amy, that Sonic... Oh, he's supposed to say tells. Yells Amy that Sonic ran off. He felt horrible for doing it and wanted to tell her the truth about how Sonic feels about her, but he couldn't. He just couldn't. Amy hangs up the phone knowing Sonic was there. She says to herself, why doesn't he love me as much as I love him? Or, why doesn't he love me? I love him so much after so many years, ever since Sonic CD.
Because she would know that was a game.
Mm-hmm.
She sighed and heard a knock on the door. She opened the door and saw Rouge, Knuckles, Silver Blaze, Espo,
Why
Vector.
are the Chaotix there with...
You know, you know way more about it than me.
Okay.
See, out of all of those characters, I know two of them.
Yeah. Well, Silver and Blaze aren't really a part of the Chaotix, but...
I know I've tried to fuck a couple of them.
No comment. Fang says, yay, I finally get some recognition. Amy, do you want to come with us? We're going to the beach and it's going to be lots of fun, Rouge said. She stares at Amy's sad face. It looked like she was about to burst into tears, and at that moment she knew what was wrong. That fucking bastard, hold on a minute. She dials Tails' number. Tails picks up the phone. Rouge asks if she could talk to Sonic. Sonic, it's Rouge. Give it here. Tails hands the phone to Sonic. Hey, Rouge, what's up? Trying to do my best Sonic voice, but it's not
Yeah. Keep going. You're good. You're fine. It's okay.
Hey, Sonic, I was wondering if you wanted to go to the beach with us. It's a lovely day.
That's not Tails. That's Rogue.
I know. I noticed that halfway through the sentence.
Okay.
Can I bring some friends? Rouge reluctantly says, bring anyone you like. And then hangs up the phone. She turns to Amy and asks a serious...
Which beach are we going to?
I don't know anymore. Oh yeah, you know, the beach.
The beach, okay.
Maybe Emerald Coast.
Mm-hmm.
It's lovely over there.
She turns to Amy and asks a serious question. Why do you like Sonic? Out of 2 decades of chasing, why do you even try? What do you see in him? Amy replies, I love him because he's handsome, cool, and charming, and he's my hero.
As long as he needs me. Go ahead.
Rouge replies, He's conceited, arrogant, annoying, and worst of all, he does not give a shit about you, just chili dogs. He would rather kiss a human princess and then fuck a chili dog.
Which I'm guessing that's a nod to Sonic 06.
Oh, that game is just great.
It looked very pretty.
I know. I actually know someone who loves that game, and I'm like, I don't know, man. You're nuts.
Well, you can like something, but I would never play it. I would get too pissed and probably break something.
Amy seemed, in a word, pissed. Hey, he does care about if he didn't. Why would he save me all the time? Besides, she kissed him while he was dead, and that entire game never happened.
And then how do you know that he did kiss whatever?
Rouge just blows, huh? What? Amy set off. Whatever, just tag along. Alright.
Dick.
Dick. They head to the beach. They get there and it's filled with people. However, they manage to spot Sonic and Tails. They walk up to him only to realize that they're with Cream and Sally Acorn.
Okay.
Rouge runs up to Sonic. Why would you invite her? Didn't you think I would be bringing a certain someone with me? Sonic looks behind Rouge to see Amy waving at him until she notices Sally. Amy cries out, "Oh no, not you!" Sally, a little peeved, says, "Hey, look who it is! The girl that Sonic didn't want to come here with."
Because Sally would be a dick like that.
I don't know the characters that well, so I'm gonna assume yes.
This is gonna be Cassie's color commentary.
At least I'm in the video games!
Oh, fuck you.
At least the show Sonic actually likes me. Oh, burn.
Well, you're the princess.
Tails intervenes. Lady, it's a beautiful day and no one wants to see you guys fight. I do, Fang says.
Because you're a creepy weirdo.
Shut up. The only reason you're here is because the author wanted to shine some light on the lesser-known Sonic characters. For those of you who hate Sonic's friends, if you can't say what game all the characters in this story debuted, then don't talk shit about us.
No, just fling shit.
It's good to hold contempt for your audience, but not so blatantly.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Fuck you for insulting your audience. Fuck you for thinking everybody should be like, all hail the glory of Sonic the Hedgehog's ass and his chili dog eating ways.
I don't even think half of the actual, like, hardcore Sonic fans can tell you the entire story of Sonic the
Probably,
Hedgehog.
I mean, I love Sonic, but I just didn't, I was poor, so I couldn't afford the game systems, I couldn't afford the games.
Or the comics.
Right, because by the time I got into the comics, I was in high school. I didn't even know until high school that the comics existed. And by the time I did get into them, they were already in the in-game saga.
After that situation got diffused easily, the day passed and Amy couldn't stop thinking about what Rouge said. When everyone wanted to go home, she stepped in front of Sonic. "Sonic," she said, "I have a present for you at my house. Can you please come and get it?" Sonic replied with a yes. He knew how to keep Amy happy while not doing much. Or so he thought. When they arrived at her house, Sonic asked, "So, where's this present?" Amy has her head tilted to the front door, barely looking at Sonic. "There is no present. I asked you to come here because I wanted to tell you that I love you, and I wonder, do you love me?" Amy waited for his usually response, telling him that she's a cool girl, and that he just didn't want to give up his freedom. No bitch can tie me down. Instead, she got 4 words she didn't want to hear. "I don't love you," Sonic said. "What? I honestly never loved you. I love Sally. I'm sorry."
At least he's being honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. At that moment, she was beyond crying. She just opened the door, and Sonic dashed out.
Why he needed the dramatics,
Yeah,
I don't know.
"I don't love you. See you later, bitch."
See ya.
Oh, what a dick.
Is this going to be Amy Rouge? Because Rouge seems to be popping up a lot.
Is it Rouge or Rogue?
It's pronounced either way. I think in
It's-
the game they say Rogue.
I'm only calling her Rouge because I've talked to Sonic fans that have gotten mad at me for calling her Rogue.
Well, then I'm definitely going to
I've
call
heard
him.
it both ways, so I don't really give a flying shit. And I like
Yeah, I
the
know, and I'm
games.
like, I don't know. I don't even know the character. I know that she's a bat with big tits. That's all I know.
Yeah, she's supposed to be Knuckles'
basically
love
it.
interest, basically.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Amy, all she ever wanted was Sonic to love her. Now she didn't know what to do, until the phone rang and she picked it up. Hello? Amy said in a soft voice.
Hey, Amy, how are you doing?
Amy
It's like
recognized
Dr.
the voice.
Robotnik called, and he's trying to
No, it's
conceal
Dr.
the fact
Bane
that he's
called.
trying to hit on her.
Amy recognized the voice anywhere. Hey, Rogue! I'm not doing so good. We're going to get rid of the cup now. It's not going to work. Is this about Sonic again? Tell me everything. After Amy told her everything, she started crying over the phone. Somehow she knew this was going to happen someday, but
It's
still...
been like 20 years. 20 years we've stated this has been a thing. And I understand Amy is kind of naive and thick-headed in a way, but my God.
I always thought she was also sort of a kid. When I found out she was supposed to be a love interest, I thought maybe Sonic
Well,
was...
Sonic is supposed to be 16.
Nambla or
I'm
something.
not sure how old Amy's supposed to be, but in the 7am comics, I believe they said, I want to say Amy was supposed to be more like 8, but she
What?
found like some kind of thing to wish herself 13.
That's
But
makes me feel
Yeah.
that is stupid, and it makes me
And
feel
so, of
uncomfortable.
course, Sonic's like, yeah, but no, my
makes
girlfriend
Too
is
old.
Sally.
I still want to be kind of jailbaity, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just a little older.
it makes me long for the days when Sonic used to fuck Pikachus.
Ah, yes.
But eventually, Rogue stopped her from crying and offered to help cheer her up. Amy, Rogue said, I hate it when you're like this. How about I come over there and cheer you up?
That just... Please stop.
That's sweet. I can really use it. Great. I'll be right over there. Right about now. There was a knock on the door, but Amy couldn't believe Rogue had gotten to her house so fast. She opened the door and found Rogue standing there.
Were you stalking her? Are you peeping at her through her window?
Probably.
Oh, yes. How did you get here so fast? Never underestimate me. I steal prize gems for a living, remember?
Yeah, you also work for the government.
Well, you have a point there. Come on, I'll take you somewhere I know you'll be happy.
I wanna take you to a gay bar. I wanna take you to a gay bar. I wanna take you to a gay bar, gay bar, gay bar.
Rogue flew her to a club called the Purple Flame.
No,
Blaze's club. I've always wanted to go here with Sonic, but... Amy, just forget about him and have some fun. They enter the club and walk up to the bar, where they see Tails bartending.
Because he's old enough to bartend. I guess it says it's been 20 years. He's probably like 36 now.
Tails, what are you doing here? Amy said.
Quotation mark.
Blaze needed help running this place. Silver didn't want to do it, so I decided to step in. Tails responded. Aren't you underage? 24, Tails said. I guess I'm stuck in the past. You are, in more ways than one.
Fuck you,
Tails said.
Tails.
Rogue pulled Amy out onto the dance floor. Amy felt a little uncomfortable, and it was very noticeable, especially to Rogue. When Amy went back to the bar, Blaze was there. Since I have the cup, I'm gonna use it.
Amy, what's wrong?
Blaze said. Sonic broke her heart today, Tails said.
How the fuck would you know, Tails? Did Sonic tell you?
yeah, he seems like the bragging type.
Well, that's terrible.
Well, not really. He's already got a girlfriend.
Look, I appreciate that you guys feel bad for me, but I really want to just forget all about it. She left and went back into the crowd.
I never thought Sonic would actually break Amy's heart. I mean,
He was a jerk, but still.
He told her like a decent dude. I mean, yeah, he's kind of a jackass and he is egotistical. I mean, it's Sonic the fucking Hedgehog, but he was just like, no, I don't love you. I love Sally. I never loved you. The end.
You obviously don't know Sonic like I do, Tails replied. Really? So do you know what Sonic did after he broke Amy's heart? Actually, I did. Hours earlier, at Tails' house, Tails was working on his new Tornado 3 when he heard his front door open and slam. He rushed out to greet Sonic when he found him looking frustrated. Sonic, what happened? Tails said. I told Amy the truth. She didn't seem to take it well, Sonic said.
Well, no shit. She's been stalking you for 20 years.
Tails was conflicted. On one hand, Amy now knows the truth, but on the other hand, her heart was crushed. All he thought to say was, It's about time you told her the truth, Tails said. What? Sonic said. You let her on ever since she met you. You saved her multiple times.
Not really, no. Have you played the games like you swear you have, Author?
You saved her multiple times just to let her down.
That's not why he saved her. I'm pretty sure he saved her because, yeah, that's what good people do.
It's not my fault she gets kidnapped by... but you never told her how you truly feel until now.
He's been pretty obvious about it. Again, referencing these games you supposedly should know about.
This is totally going to be Kassie comment time.
Yes, this is just Kassie commenting the entire time. I'm sorry if this is really annoying, but yeah.
Whatever. Fuck you, I'm leaving.
You're a dick, asshole! Fuck you too!
Back to present time. I haven't seen him all day, Tails said. He's right there! Blaze pointed into the crowd, where he saw Sonic and Sally.
Wait, so how the fuck did you not know he was there?
They wanted to get them out of the club before Amy noticed, but it was too late. They looked over to Amy and Rogue. They definitely knew that Sonic was in the club. They watched as Amy looked over with a furious look in her eyes and walked towards Sonic and Sally. She approached them and took out her hammer.
Oh, is this going to turn into like a snuff fic?
It might.
It might.
Well, it's on your chapter.
Could be raging, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
Should I read it so that Kassie can just like let the rage flow?
Would you guys rather I just color commentate?
Yeah. You just, since there's only 4 chapters, why don't we read the
Okay,
chapter?
we're gonna do something new, guys, because
Because you actually understand the story. I don't.
Because you're obviously more passionately invested than the rest of us.
Well, I like Amy. She's just not like one of my main favorite characters of all time.
With the fire in her eyes, Amy walks up to Sonic and Sally. They notice she's approaching them, and Sally let go of Sonic as she prepared herself for a fight.
What's Sally gonna do? She doesn't really have any superpowers.
Button her
This
vest,
looks
I guess.
really bad, Tails said.
Yeah, why don't you go and stop it since you're working at the bar and that's kind of your job, or call the equivalent of cops.
Yeah.
Well, it does. By the way, you're the one who's got to kick them out, Blaze.
Thank you, Blaze.
All eyes were on Amy and Sally. You should get out of here before I beat the shit out of you, Amy said. I'm the leader of the Freedom Fighters. Do you really think you could take me?
Why are we crossing games? Oh, I mean, why should I really ask this question? But yeah.
In a word, yeah, I can.
Actually, I would say Amy probably could beat the shit out of Sally. Sally's got smarts, but...
Amy's got a hammer.
Yeah, but Sally's never really been shown, like, being able to, like, fight stuff. You know, when you're a tiny little animal person fighting killer robots with lasers and shit, they mostly do a lot of running away and covert action-y kind of stuff.
She swung her hammer and hit her in the head. Sally fell to the floor but got back up. Had enough, Amy said.
Does she have, like, a robot cranium or some shit? What the hell?
I hope she's got, like, blood just running down her face. No, we're just getting started, said Sally. Sally punched across the Sally punched Amy across the cheek. Amy came back with a punch to the lower stomach and kneed her groin.
How's that gonna hurt Sally? She doesn't have a penis. She's a squirrel chick.
Oh, no, kicking a
Well,
chicken.
the knee, like, gets stuck.
Kicking a chick down there hurts them.
Oh,
too,
does
but-
it? I've never
yeah,
had the
definitely does.
misfortune, so.
Sally was on her knees until she grabbed Amy's leg and made her fall to the floor. She got on top of her and started punching her in the face. Amy grabbed one of Sally's fists and punched her in the nose. That's when Tails and Rouge stepped in and pulled them apart while Blaze walked up. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. You guys are my friends. But if you're going to be like this, you're not allowed in the club, Blaze said. Amy pulled away from Rouge. I'm gonna call her Rogue too. Whatever, I don't fucking care. Don't worry. I'm leaving right now, Amy said. Amy left and Rogue followed her. Tails let go of Sally and went after them.
I don't know why Amy's fighting Sally when this whole thing is between her and Sonic.
Well, that's it. That's what always happens, like on that
when a
Moray
girl-
TV show.
Yeah,
Whatever, it's like this
girls
guy
are
was
fighting over
cheating
a guy
on-
instead
they
of
just
blaming
fight
the guy.
each other. They don't fight the dude.
Yeah,
It's
no one ever slapped Archie. Hey, wait a minute. Archie owns Sonic. Or used to own the rights to Sonic.
keep reading.
Now
Now Mario does.
Mario. Where are you going? Blaze asked. I'm gonna help my friends, Tails replied. Sally looked at Sonic. Come on, Sonic, we're leaving. Sally grabbed Sonic and left.
She just grabbed him, not by the hand or.
Oh, she grabbed him by the dick. And said, "We're leaving." Back at Amy's house, Amy was crying in her room and Rogue stood at the door. Come on, Amy, let me in. Now, just go away. I need to be alone right now, Amy said. There was a knock on the front door. Rogue opened the door and there stood Tails. What are you doing here? I'm here to see Amy. I thought I could help her get over this, Tails said.
Okay, I don't know what you think you could do now, but sure.
They don't call me handlebars for nothing.
I don't think that's what Amy needs, but that's probably where this is going to lead.
She wants to be alone right now. She won't let me in her room. Can you just tell her I'm here if she needs some support? I'm willing.
If you know what I mean. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
All right, stay here. Rogue walked to Amy's room and knocked on the door. Amy, Tails is here and he wants to see you. I don't want to see him. Come on, Amy, let us in. Fine, you guys can come in. Rogue let Tails in and they both entered Amy's room. They see pictures of Sonic on the walls and Amy on her bed.
Like creepy
facing.
stalker music.
Yeah, and they're like pictures
Why
of
do you
him
think
like trying to
everybody
take
calls
a shit,
Amy a
stuff like
stalker?
that, you know, like constantly putting his hand up in front of the camera, like, what are you doing? Amy, I know Sonic broke your heart, but like, you can't let him do this to you. It's killing
What is he doing? He hasn't done anything. You decided to whip out the hammer and beat the shit out of Sally. It's your fucking fault right now.
killing all of us to see you like this, Rogue said. You guys don't know how much it hurts, Amy said.
Because they've never had their own relationships.
Tails sighed, then he started to rip the pictures of Sonic from the wall. What are you doing? Amy said. I'm gonna assume this is Tails.
Yeah.
Look, Amy, you're never gonna get over Sonic like this. Pictures of him on the wall. You're refusing to listen to us. Refusing to eat.
How is she refusing to listen to anything? I don't understand right now.
You have to stop feeling so damn sorry about yourself. About Sonic not loving you because deep down you probably knew he never ever loved you and nobody could.
Dick.
It's the cold heart truth. I think you need to know that.
Why is everybody being a dick to her? I don't get it. No, it's
Tails paused for a moment. Amy and Rogue stare at him. We love you, Amy. All of us do. Blaze.
Mhm.
Oh wait, that's...
Mhm.
We love you, Amy. All of us do. Blaze, Rogue, me, Knuckles. We all care for you.
They
Trust
don't call him Knuckles for nothing.
They don't call him Knuckles.
Well, that's fine and good, but I apparently have a broken heart right now because I was stalking this one dude and he told me his true feelings. And then I beat up his girlfriend for no reason.
With a hammer.
Right.
I'm going to jail.
Also, why did you have your hammer when you went to a bar? Wouldn't they have taken that from you at the door?
Well, not if she hides it in a special place.
Well,
We don't really know where Amy keeps that hammer. We just know she pulls it out when she needs it.
Oh, I do.
Trust me when I say you're a lot more than Sonic. What you have a lot more than Sonic. You have to realize this. You have to stop chasing after an 8-year-old child's dream. You're 26.
I'm pretty sure that's a no.
You're 26 and still have a long, great life ahead of you. Sonic is just a mistake you made. Don't let it affect your future.
Sonic really didn't do anything wrong here.
Well, he's kind of a dick, but no, he didn't. He's just being Sonic, and again, kind of an asshole, but Sonic does that.
Amy got up and started tearing the pictures of Sonic. After that, she hugs Tails. Thank you, guys. I really need that.
She just mumbled off for a bit there.
She's getting really tired after the day she had, so she just flopped over in her bed and went to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you going to be okay? Rogue said. There was a moment of silence. Poor Ducky.
Mm-hmm. Oh, poor Ducky.
Well, Amy, are you... trying to read, Dave. Well, Amy, are you? Tails said. I think I will, but there's one thing I have to do, Amy said. Oh, what, Amy? Rogue and Tails both said at the same time. You'll see. Tails, can you take me to your house? Well, yeah, I can. Why? Because I know Sonic has the keys to your place, and I know he's there right now. Creepy
This is
stalker.
gonna end in mass murder.
Does Sonic live with Tails, or is he just a bum?
He is just a bum. I mean, come on.
He's just a bum.
He hangs out in the fucking beach and eats chili dogs all day.
Amy, Tails, and Rogue went to Tails' house, where they see the lights on. I told you he'd be here, Amy said. Well, he's always here, Tails said. So what Oh, no, this is probably Rogue, isn't it? So what are we waiting for? Amy, what are you planning? Amy pulls out a box from out of nowhere.
It's Voldemort's
from her box.
ashes.
This is what I'm planning, Tails asked. What's in the box, Amy? What's in the box?
What's the box?
It's just a little something that will make Sonic regret years of leading me on. You?
It's Sally's head.
He didn't do anything like that. You're the one who is following him.
You and Rogue go into the house and distract Sonic. I'll sneak into your room, Tails, and get ready.
It's
You'll
all
have to
horses.
open the window for
She's
me.
gonna put it in his bed.
Okay, we will, Tails said. Wait a minute, Rogue said. Where were you keeping that box? Where I keep my hammer. But where do you keep your hammer?
Without a question.
Yeah, I've been wondering that too, Tails said. It's video game logic, don't question it. I've been keeping it in my pussy.
Thank you for answering that for us, author.
Tails and Rogue walked to the front door and went through the door, while Amy snuck around the back. They saw Sonic on the couch, playing his Sega Genesis.
Oh,
What
I'm
an
so
asshole. He
clever.
sits on a Sega Genesis and plays his own fucking game.
He sits on it?
Hey, Tails, why is Rogue here? Sonic asked. What? I can't visit? Rogue replying to his question. You never visited before.
How do you fucking know?
It's because you're always here, and you're so full of yourself. Hey, I'm awesome. See, you're even playing your own video game.
That's typical Sonic for you, honestly.
As Rogue was distracting Sonic, Tails snuck into his room and opened his window. Arms! Are you there? Tails said, looking out his window. Yeah, I'm here. Help me in, Amy replied. Meanwhile, in the living room. Hey, I'm just saying, I have an entire series named after me, Sonic said.
Yeah, and?
Oh, shut up, Rogue replied. After a few minutes of arguing, Tails walks out of his room with a smirk on her face.
Wait, Tails is a girl in this story?
He sits on the couch, Sonic.
Apparently he switches genders.
Well, as we know from the other Sonic stories, you can take those on and off and swap them.
Yes, completely.
Hey, what are you doing in your room?
It's my room. Maybe I took the dick out, masturbated till I nodded to like a Coke can or something. Damn, Sonic.
Man, I'm like 24. I gotta crank one out sometime.
Nothing. Actually, I left a present in there for you. You can go get it yourself if you want to, Tails replied.
Wouldn't he find this fishy after Amy told him he had a present?
Tails, I really don't see you like that. I see you more as a friend. But
Yes, yeah. Like, I have to give two people this same revelation today. It's really weird.
Tails, I'm sorry. I don't... Really? Thanks, Tails. You're a real pal. Sonic leaves and enters Tails' room, where he finds Amy in a sexy cop uniform. It was very minimal and looked like she was cold. Amy, I've never seen you in the outfit before, Sonic said, nervously stuttering.
Do you like what you see? I didn't know that for the past God knows how many years I would have been happy to do this for you.
She puts one of her hands on Sonic's cheeks and gently rubs it.
But now that you know, if you ever get sick of Sally,
Amy pushes Sonic to the floor.
you can just go to hell. I'm done with you. You led me on for years, and I can never forgive you for that.
He didn't do jack of shit!
Jackum shit.
He didn't!
This is the worst revenge ever.
Right! Like, he has to be into you, even physically, for this concept to work. And he's not. Like, at all.
She leaves the room with Sonic still on the floor. Rogue and Tails sees her in the uniform. Rogue tells Amy, I like the get-up. You stick it to Sonic.
Because that really was, oh wow, you really showed him.
Yeah, you really showed him. You told the guy who's not interested in you that you're not interested in him. Ooh.
Amy replies,
I
Revenge.
did. And it felt great.
Okay, sure.
Tails intruded and said, Amy, aren't you cold, Matt? I mean, it was hot earlier today, but it's like 40 degrees in here.
Then why don't you turn the heat on, Tails? It's your house.
Yeah, it's a little cold. Can I change in your bathroom?
Amy asked. Sure. That's where the cameras are.
Why would you stay there? I would immediately get the fuck
Tails
out.
responded. Rogue went with her into the bathroom. She wanted every detail. As they were in the bathroom.
Of Amy's body? As she stripped?
Yes.
That's how I'm going to read into this.
That's how I'm reading into it too.
As they were in the bathroom.
I'm okay if Amy wants to hook up with Rogue. Whatever.
As they were in the bathroom, Sonic entered the living room. Tails, you can't believe what just happened to me. Sonic.
Are you that thick, Sonic?
Tails told you to go into his room, you dumb fuck. All that speed has sort of liquefied his brain into the back of his skull. Sonic says, still having a headache from being dropped on the floor.
Because she dropped you on your head. She tombstoned you. Which actually would have been pretty awesome.
Let me guess, you got your just desserts, Tails replies. Wait, you knew about this?
No shit, Sherlock! Wow, Sonic is very stupid.
Of course. I didn't mean to sound rude, but you got what you deserve.
He didn't fucking do anything!
At least now Amy feels better and can move on.
In theory, maybe she has to put on a nurse uniform tomorrow and do the same damn thing.
Sonic sighs. You're right. You're right. I was a jerk to Amy. I'm glad Amy
No, you
feels
weren't.
better now.
Well, yes, you were a dick, but you were honest with her, and that's her fucking fault. She can't get over it.
Tails looks at Sonic, surprised. He realized Sonic wasn't all bad. Tails remembered how much of a jerk Sonic could be. He was still his best friend.
Yes, Sonic is a dick, but he is a good person.
You know what? You're not that bad after all. Tails smiles at Sonic, and they hook up. And he smiles back. In the bathroom. So, what are you gonna do now? Rogue asks Amy. You got...
Because as soon as I drop this one guy and have this devastating revelation that he's not interested in me, I immediately want to go and hook up with somebody else.
You got anyone you're interested in? Huh? Hint? Wanna fuck? Amy smiles at Rogue.
I appreciate you asking, but I'm just happy being a free woman.
Because you were shackled to the ground by your love for this one man hedgehog thing.
I should try and stay off trying to get someone to marry me.
Amy would never fall like she did with Sonic, and she became more independent from that point onward.
Good for her, I guess.
The end.
It's okay.
I am woman, hear me roar, voices too big to ignore.
Saffron, what did you think about that story?
I think it was a legitimate fan fiction.
Dave?
Somewhat a happy ending.
It's okay. I think if we drop the fourth wall breaking and actually realize that because Sonic is just like, hey, I'm not into you, is him not being a dick, I think that would totally improve the story. And just some minor changes, and I think this would be okay as a story, where the relationship didn't work out.
Rose was a Wilton.
Again, it's not bad, but nothing special either. And
Yeah. It's not something I would really point anybody to if they were looking for a story. But if they were wanting something where like a couple didn't get together, then I could say, hey, you could try this. See if that floats your boat. It's just look out for like them painting Sonic as this giant douche, even though he's not really in this situation. And Amy, for some reason, decided to smash Sally over the head with a hammer because I guess the author thought that would make sense, even though it really should have been Amy smashing Sonic because he's the one she was mad at.
yeah.
Also, Sally should be dead by now after being bludgeoned in the head,
hammer,
or at least in the hospital.
Well, notice that she wasn't back at Sonic's place, even though they left together.
Yeah.
She died. And Sonic just left her in a ditch.
Maybe Sonic's hut got destroyed again. Instead of staying with Antoine after he drove Antoine nuts that one time, he just stays with Tails from now on. I don't know.
No, Antoine's fucking the bunny rabbit, though, right?
Yeah, if you like that pairing. It's
Who the fuck is Antoine?
Antoine is another character from 7am.
Okay.
He's a coyote. And French.
Oh, he's the French one. Okay.
Yeah. And he dates the Southern Belle, Bunny Rabbit. Don't ask me, even I thought it was a stupid pun. And I was like, really, you couldn't think of anything better. But this is also coming from a character named
So
Bunny.
her name was Bunny Rabbit before she was turned into a rabbit.
Yes.
Oh.
I don't know why, but it was a thing. I don't know. Like, everybody has actual names except for maybe, like, Sonic and Tails. Well, no, Tails has an actual name. It's a pun on miles per hour, but out of all everybody in the cast, only Bunny is Bunny Rabbit. And I'm just like, really, guys, you couldn't have called her anything else. You could have even called her Belle. Cliched, but you could have called her that. Or maybe called her Bunny Belle, and that was her last name. Or something. I don't know. But yeah, this was alright. It's not great.
Clearly, this is something that Kassie is very passionate about.
Yes, quite passionate.
I love Sonic the Hedgehog. I have since I was a child, and 7am is one of my favorite Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons.
Of the plethora of Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons.
I don't really know them all. I do.
No.
Well, there was Sonic Underground, which was sort of, kind of like alternate universe 7am, kind of.
I remember that he had a brother and a sister, and they were rock stars.
And then there was Atosh, yeah. Well, they were freedom fighting rock stars.
Oh,
Of course, they all are.
It was like a weird.
So they were you too.
They were like, it was like a combination of like all the things you liked about 7am, but had some of the weird goofiness of Atosh, but was still better than Atosh, The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Tosh.0.
It's the one with Scratch and Grounder, and it was really annoying, but I watched it as a kid because, hey, Sonic, and then I got older and I was like, this really isn't a good show.
Oh, is that the one that was like supposed to be like Ren and Stimpy, except it was just stupid?
I think that came before Ren and Stimpy, but sure. Like, the only actual storyline I still like from Atosh is with the, Chaos Emeralds. Except for some reason they only put in 4 instead of,
Wait, I'm thinking of the stupid Sonic show that had no plot.
Right, that was The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay.
APOS.
I have no idea. The one with Sonic Says at the end of it.
Yeah, that's APOS.
And then you can go on the internet and find Red Sonic saying really bad things.
Yeah.
About Dave.
I think Dave went to sleep because he could give a care less.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, hey, are we still talking about Sonic?
Yeah,
We are.
Sonic.
Sonic, he can really move. Sonic, he's got an attitude. Sonic,
He's
the
got rockin'
fastest
boobs.
thing alive. He's the fastest thing alive. He's the fastest thing alive.
Unfortunately, that's also what all the ladies say to him.
What? I was too busy singing, so I had no idea what you said. Maybe that was
Well, you'll
for
find
the best.
out when you play this back.
Okay. So, final thoughts are, it could have been better. I think, if the author ever wanted to go back and maybe rework some things, it could have been a more fantastic and interesting story where the couple actually didn't work out, and then we just kind of see Amy moving along, and apparently the author decided she never hooked up, but became more independent. Okay, sure. I guess
they need to do a better job of making Sonic a bad guy.
Yeah,
before.
if we're gonna treat Sonic like he's a dick, you should actually show us him being a dick and not just he doesn't want to talk to Amy, because, yeah, that was douche, but understandable since, she's stalking him. Also, that was actually more dick of Rogue to trick Sonic into going to the beach party and then bring Amy along because she knew Amy really wanted to see Sonic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sonic is actually the most likable character in this one.
Yeah. I mean, Tails
Or
is
the
pretty
most
cool,
related.
but Tails got some issues too.
I don't know, I liked Fang.
You like for like the two
No!
parts where he had like a line.
Yep.
And the only reason I know Fang is because he was in the Sonic the Hedgehog comic, the Sam spinoff. Any final thoughts, Zeph?
It was fine. I will admit, every single page I was like, okay, either like raunchy sex or snuff porn is about to happen, and then none of it
Either
happened.
would have been better, but okay, no, I was told.
Maybe in a
that.
different story with different characters, but I'm kind of glad that we didn't like have period sex and crash through a ceiling glass. I'm glad that we didn't rip our vaginas out and put in penises.
Mm-hmm.
Or cut off our genitals to give them to the teacher for a science experiment and let them grow back.
And no time travel.
Right. Traveling back to the Civil War.
That happened in one of them.
Yeah, actually, all of this happened in one fic. So.
Oh my god.
And yeah, this story is much better than probably all the other Sonic stories I've read on the show thus far.
I still like Sonic and the Sex better.
I think it's more comedy inducing because we could just play off each other so well and make jokes. But this is really just me raging because I'm really the only one who knows anything about Sonic, I guess.
You are the most well versed, I suppose.
I am the Sonic
all I
the
know
Hedgehog
about
fan.
Sonic is that there is a unhealthy amount of Sonic the Hedgehog porn on the internet.
There's an unhealthy amount of porn of everything on the internet. There is even dildo porn of dildos. The dildos have dildos.
Mm.
And that one has a dildo, and it's still bigger than yours.
So, if that's all we have to say.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about that.
Then this
That's
has...
all I have
God
to
damn
say.
This was just me ranting into the microphone while everybody else read.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it was at least enjoyable. I don't know if it was. I'm sorry if this turns out not to be funny at all.
I got off.
So I'm Caleb.
Dave.
Zaffir's face.
And this has been Bad Fanfiction Theater. Thank you for listening, guys. Bye!
Bye.
Go, Sonic, go, Sonic, go, 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 Sonic, go. Sonic be good.